Have you ever come across conservative videos that tell you oppression isn't real or some other clickbaiting fabrication in your recommended section or in the ads shown before YouTube videos? The clips you just saw were made by an organization called PragerU. This channel creates videos about social topics from conservative, racist, xenophobic, anti-Semitic, sexist, and homophobic perspectives. Their videos received more than 1 billion views in 2018, and topics range from police not being biased against Black people to the gender wage gap not existing. I came across these videos on YouTube when PragerU ran ads that were strategically put before videos uploaded by LGBTQ+ creators. The ones I was shown were specifically LGBTQ+ conversion and anti-feminist propaganda videos that told me that being gay is unnatural and shameful, and feminism is ruining the mental health of men and women. These videos are incredibly harmful to the queer youth who are turning to YouTube videos for sex education, advice about navigating queer life, information about transitioning, or to just see LGBTQ+ YouTubers living a good life. PragerU took advantage of the fact that a lot of people who watch the queer YouTube content are young, vulnerable, and seeking support. One video I find interesting is called "I'm Gay, Conservative, So What?" because it veered away from PragerU's usual pro-gay conversion stance. Its message is that some gay people don't want to fight for gay rights and instead want to conform to the heteronormative world and conservative values. This video features a man named Guy Benson who identifies himself at the start of the video like this.
I'm a Christian, a patriotic American, and a free market, shrink the government conservative, who also happens to be gay. What I mean by that is, my values define me.
PragerU is attempting to use Benson as a tool to continue to make bigoted statements without appearing homophobic. Robert Westerflaus and Celeste Lacroix describe this media phenomenon in their essay about Queer Eye, saying queers are permitted access to the media mainstream so long as they observe certain limits put on them by conventions of the heterosexist social order. Benson is not speaking for all queer people. He is a rich, white, powerful man who is using his sexuality to defend conservative views, to gain media attention, money, and acceptance from the right wing. The way he avoids confronting his queerness in the public eye can be compared to the way Cosmopolitan magazine encouraged women to pretend their way up the social ladder. Instead of striving for equality in the workplace, Cosmo girls moved upward by listening, giggling, flirting, and fainting. Another video that uses LGBTQ+ people as a tool is one that uses interview responses at Pride.
Do you think it's harder to come out as a Republican or to come out as gay?
I think there's more of a negative stigmatism against being Republican versus being gay.
Are gay people afraid to come out as Republican for being ostracized? I would think so.
I think for some people it might, because most people care about what people think, and you really shouldn't. You should just go and be free and do what you want to do.
The responses make it seem like coming out as a Republican is harder than coming out as LGBTQ+. It becomes clear that this is not a comparison that should be made when you look at the statistics of homelessness, mental health risks, violence, and suicides that follow coming out for many people. It is estimated that 5 to 10% of all youth in this country identify as LGBTQ+. By contrast, 40% of homeless youth identified as LGBTQ+. Queer homeless youth tended to be disproportionately people of color. 1 in 4 LGBTQ+ Black men reported experiencing homelessness in the past year. High school students who identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual are almost 5 times as likely to attempt suicide compared to their heterosexual peers. 48% of all transgender adults report that they have considered suicide in the past 12 months, compared to 4% of the overall U.S. population. There are not representative statistics available for the violence against and murder of trans women, but many sources say that it is dangerously high. The majority of recorded transphobia-motivated murders of trans women were women of color. Denying the severity of these statistics is dangerous. Not all LGBTQ people have the same experiences, but discrimination, prejudice, denial of civil and human rights, harassment, and family rejection are far too common for people with these identities. Speaking from my own experience, it was painful to realize that members of my family wouldn't accept me for who I am. After years of fearing losing people if I ever came out, I've been able to build my own chosen family made up of the family members and friends that support me. A significant amount of this journey involved me following queer YouTubers who gave me advice and online community. I hate to think about young people who are looking for the same thing, but being shown videos by PragerU and many other similar organizations.